Hello there, Dr. M. Right. So for checking your word count, what you need to do is check the written paragraphs that you write with pen and paper. Go through and from beginning to end, make a note, count how many words you write each line. So if you write 10 words, then you need to write 25 lines for your exam. Okay, that's roughly how you can do word count by yourself without a computer. Okay, so count the number of words you have in each line. Find out the average number of words you have in a typical line, and then divide 250 by that number, and then that's going to give you the amount of lines that you have to write. Let's go. I wonder whether to do the exam or not. Good. The party is on Saturday, whether you like it or not. Good. Whether it is sunny or raining, we are going to the park. Education is important, whether it's primary or tertiary. I was wondering whether we are staying or leaving tonight. The results of the test tell us whether you need surgery or conservative treatment. The teacher asked whether the cultures differ from country to country or not. Good. I debated whether we should use this drug or the other. Good. Whether it is by plane or car, travelling is always fun. Good. Not sure whether the exam is on... Okay, yeah, in spoken English, that would be fine. Good. Even though junk food is unhealthy, people cannot quit. Good. Even though it is raining, write out the full R. We are going to the zoo. And even when you're texting your friends, don't write it like that, because it's obviously jumped into your academic writing. Okay? So when you're texting, write out the full version as well. It'll be beneficial for you. The sky is clear, even though it was raining 3 minutes ago. Even though they are married, they don't love each other. I'm going to pause because most of them are correct. Okay, well done. Like about 90% were correct. That's genius. So here, what is the mistake? I want you to tell me. There's one mistake. Okay, and here there's also a mistake. Okay, pause the video, analyze them, and then I'll tell you. Pause the video now. Okay, I hope you did pause the video and find that singular plural, capital I. Let's have a look at your work. Let's go. Local governments are pushing companies to move from large cities to regional locations. Good. What are the benefits and drawbacks of this? Good. Nowadays, companies are pressured by the local governments of some countries to relocate from major cities to more rural and regional locations. Good vocabulary though. Excellent start. Good. Well done. I'm really pleased. The movement could have both advantages and disadvantages. This essay will discuss both issues using examples from China and Harvard University to prove points and demonstrate arguments. Superstar. Well done, Doctor. On the one hand, relocating companies to regional areas is a way to take the pressure off the large cities and provide more job opportunities to the deprived areas. Good. This is largely because This is largely because major cities are becoming congested, which is contributing to less job offers outside. Outside where? Congested? When you say congested, I understand traffic. Congested with traffic. Becoming saturated with jobs, which is contributing to less jobs offers outside of the city. For example, a report by the Chinese government states, S-T-A-T-E-S, that since the start of implementing such rules, the cities have started to become less crowded. Which rules are we talking about? Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't really know which rules we are talking about. So let's see. But so far it's really good paragraph. So let's see. For example, a report by the Chinese government states that since the start of implementing traffic reduction rules, cities have started to become less crowded, and the rural areas have begun to flourish. Therefore, it is clear that moving these companies can have its merits. Okay, but because I interpreted congestion as traffic problem, it doesn't really go well with the company's argument. So I don't really get it here, the problem with the congestion and the rules. Okay, so that would need to be modified just to make sure that it's really clear. Okay, but apart from that, it's a really good paragraph. Okay, the argument was just a bit lost, but everything else was wonderful and not that many grammatical or spelling mistakes. So good work there. On the other hand, moving companies out of their, plural, natural environment must have its downsides. This is due to the fact that these companies, let's just say has its downsides, we don't need must. This is due to the fact that these companies would be distant, would be far from their clients, and the more skilled workers that are based in the cities. Good. Take, for example, a study conducted by Harvard University. Genius. We've mastered that example sentence. The study targeted multinational corporations which were moved out to the rural areas. It showed relatively high financial deficiencies that were attributed to the loss of clients and unprofessional employees. Consequently, this proves the drawbacks of transferring companies out to the cities. Wow, fantastic. Wow, that was genius. Well done. That's really, really good. I'm pleased. I think that's one of the best paragraphs I've read for a long time. Well done. Crystal clear, coherent, strong, realistic example. Mastered the example there. One of these paragraphs here and you'd have nailed it. In conclusion, pushing companies to move out of the large cities can have a positive effect by decreasing city congestion, providing more work opportunities, but the negative effect on the company itself could be devastating. Fine. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's how you master a task 2. Well done there, Dr. M. Genius. Big improvement. Flowchart illustrates the production stages of 5 different tea types. Good. The making of any type of tea begins with sorting and cleaning fresh tea leaves. Then to make green, oolong or black tea, the first step is withering of leaves. The next step for a green tea would be steaming the leaves, then rolling or drying them and adding jasmine, whereas the process to make oolong tea would be shaking the leaves in the baskets to bruise their edges, followed by a short fermentation period, then pan frying and lastly drying. By contrast, black tea production would involve, after a modal verb, infinitive, always, would involve rolling the leaves into strips for gung fu black or cutting them for broken black, then full fermentation is done. And finally, drying. Wow, what a wonderful paragraph. I love the fact as well that you've grouped them together and you've sort of you've grouped them together and then you've also used a bit of a contrast, whereas. So this is wonderful. Well done. I'm very happy with this one. Making white tea simply involves steaming the leaves and then drying them. As for the scented tea, it is made by drying green, black or oolong tea and then adding flowers or fruits secant and then letting them cool down. Secant. Scenting maybe. Adding flowers or fruits and then letting them cool down. Okay, not really sure there. Anyway, let's see. So another good point is that you've basically you grouped as well the ones with complex processes into paragraph 1 and the ones with simpler processes into paragraph 2. Genius. Overall, the steps to making tea are simple, but few changes are done to your different types. Good, but a few changes. Okay, but a few changes, because if you say a few changes, well, there's a big difference between few changes and a few changes. Okay, good work though, Dr. M. Very good. I hope you get this back in time. I think you will. It's still Friday by my time. So just remember, make sure your P1s and your examples are crystal clear. When you've finished, check for the mistakes, the singular, plural, but you're on the right track. Let me know how the exam goes. Have a good day.